What it do, YouTube? It's yours, Landlord Luga, Luga Loco, or simply just Luga. It's been a minute. I was going through some technical difficulties. Oh, why the scenery different? Because, I just so happen to be out and about, in the Dominican Republic living it up. Don't quote me on that, though. So I just figured, nobody really knows me as a person, so I figured I'd tell y'all, So, and we gonna call these videos Story Time with Luga. So my first story is gonna be how I almost got shot fucking around with my cousin. So I got my cousin, it's my big cousin named Smokey. I got him tatted on me. You hear me? He passed away back in 2016. You know what I mean? He was a real, out of the way type of individual. You know what I'm talking about? So he used to always be in the shit, and he used to tell me, because me and basically, we was like 2 years apart. He was older than me, and we was apart, and we used to run in the neighborhood and whatnot. My boy used to, I used to be with him. But then once he started to get a little too extreme, like hanging around people and shit, like, I always been a nigga that value life. You feel me? I always been a nigga. So when niggas doing some shit that's gonna be conducive to your life, like, I ain't making it seem like I was a shake ass nigga, because that's never that. It's just I picked and choose certain shit. You know what I'm talking about? I always thought about it beforehand, because I got people that died from doing dumb shit. You know what I'm talking about? But so long story short, it's a little windy out there. You know what I'm talking about? Damn, my shit keep falling out. Hold on, y'all. So one day I link up with he used to stay in North Memphis, so I was with my other cousin Nick, he my younger cousin. Like, we all three was really tight. Like, when we got together, we just hung out and do family shit type shit, you know what I'm talking about? So we trying to get some weed. So back then, this was around like I told you, he passed away in 2016. This is back in like 2014, 2015. At that point, gas prices was outrageous in Memphis. Outrageous. Motherfucker would charge you for 1 gram, $25. You hear me? And they were skimping out the top, so they were gonna point HOA or even point 70. Them grams were little as hell. You know what I'm talking about? They'll charge you 25, You gonna fuck around and get you a finesse, they try to charge you 30. You feel me? So any respectable nigga who was making $10 an hour would do, I'm gonna go find some regular. Now, I know my cousin used to have regular. Now, at this point in time, I stayed in Cordova. That's like on the other side of Memphis. And my cousin, he stayed in North Memphis, so I hit him up. I'm like, hey, we trying to get some regular. He like, okay, cool. I'm gonna tell you the type of shady nigga this is. So he like, okay, cool, come pull up. I got exactly what you need. I'm about to get it off. I like, okay, cool. Say, look, we pull up. We get there. It take about 20 minutes to get there. We finally get to the motherfucker. He come outside. He like, hey, I just smoked that weed up. We gotta go get some more. But the dude, I just called him, so we on the way. Okay, we get on the car. We get in the car. We hop in the whip. Once we hop in the whip, we drive and we go to one spot, and he go to the door, the nigga ain't there. He was like, well, he said he gotta go real quick, and he finna, let's go to the store. And once he do that, I was like, okay, fine. Now, we already had situations where me personally, with him, I already had situations where my life was in danger. So automatically, I was skeptical. I was like, bro, I don't know, bro. Every time I get in the car with you, fool, it be on some other shit, and I ain't for it. You know what I'm talking about? And he was like, man, stop being a shake ass nigga. That's what he always used to tell me. You hear me? Stop being a shaky ass nigga. I'm like, man, I ain't being shaky. I'm being smart. You should try it. But you hear me? That blunt keep going out. Cut this. So I'm like, fine, fuck it. So we riding in my cousin Nick car. So I'm in the back seat, he drop on the passenger side. We go to the store, we getting all the woo-woos and wah-wahs and shit like that, getting ready for the session. Cause we gonna smoke with him after the fact type shit. So we sitting in I get my shit, we in a line. My cousin in front of him. It's my cousin Smokey, then I'm behind him. That's the order that we going in finna pay for our shit. And my cousin already paid for his shit. And all of a sudden my cousin, just his phone ring, he picks up, he like, he was affiliated. We not gonna say what it is, cause you know, we ain't gonna put that out there. But he was affiliated. So he like, what cuz? What cuz? Now, when like the neighborhood that we was in, we both grew up there, so we know like the directions and shit to how to go to back streets and whatnot. So as he giving motherfuckers direction, he like, nah, slide this way. You gonna come here, you gonna come down Summer, you gonna bust it right, come down Tutwiler, and I'm gonna be right in there waiting on you. And he hang up the phone. He said, he dropped all his shit on the ground, on some movie shit, like real movie shit, dropped all his shit on the ground. He was like, niggas, we gotta go. And we was like, okay, whatever. I was like, bro, what's going on? I'm scared. At this point, I was a scary ass nigga. You hear me? And he like, bro, let's go, fool. Oh, I get in the car with this nigga. And like he said, we went the back way. We come out the gas station, bust a left, and we come around, and we bust it right on Tutwiler. He hit that motherfucker, He hit the motherfucker, He slide up on that bitch. You hear me? He slide up on the hill, on the side. And then next thing you know, you just see a car on some real movie shit just drifting around the corner. It was a 2005 Ford Taurus. That hoe was gold. I'll never forget it. My cousin up a big ass motherfucking silver tray 5.7, man. Once he pulled that hoe, I was like, bro, what the fuck you finna do with that? He was like, man, we finna put some motherfucker work in. So I'm like, bro, why? Gee, like, why? Why you just can't be a normal individual, bro? And I'm saying this to him as it's happening. He was like, nigga, shut up. And he get out the car. And all this is going on as the car is driving toward us. His friend rides up on the hill. And he parks his car to where the car that we're in is shielding him. So my cousin hops out the passenger side. He's facing, the other car is facing in this direction. We facing in that direction. So he hop out the passenger side. The dude that's being chased, he jump out the car. And he was like, hold on, give me that shit, cuz. My cousin was like, shit, gonna put that work in. Man, gave that pretty big ass tray 5.7. Next thing you know, another car come around the corner. Scared. Man just got the fa. I'm like, what the fuck? And you just see somebody out the car that's pulling up with a gun now shooting. And at this point, once I see the gun come out, you see the bullets in his windshield. I got to duck it. You know, I'm trying to bob and weave, cause shit, at this point, it's kill or be killed. And I don't know about y'all, but I love life. You hear me? So once he shot the window out, the dude bagged up and he pulled off like this shit was so moving. Like it didn't feel real, you know? And do you know what made this shit even worse? As when the main part pull off, we all pull off and shit. We bust the corner, we hear sirens. Woo! We hitting the corner up. We go back the way we came, so we going back in the neighborhood to go to his crib. We like motherfucking, we probably 5 blocks away from his house. All of a sudden, my cousin's car just got that hoe was pooting. That hoe stopped. Sirens was getting louder. We had to hop about that bitch and run. I'm talking about, and as you can see, I'm a heavy nigga right now. But back then, I was a real ass heavy nigga, and that shit was hard as hell to even do. You hear me? And then when I got back to the crib, I cussed him. Nigga, I ain't fuck with you no more, nigga. I told you every time you do this shit, man. Da, 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 da. He just looked at me, bro. Shut the fuck up, we alive. And I was like, you know what, nigga? Kiss my ass. That's my nigga, man. You hear me? For real, for real. Cause that's one nigga that didn't play by this family. So, shit. With that being said, man, man, that shit fucked me up. Fuck. He used to always tell a nigga like, "Hey, bro, we came from the same place, you hear me? But your mom used to whoop your ass, and you used to be in the house. But I love this shit." Hey, once he told me he loved this shit, and I looked in his eyes, and I saw that he meant it, I couldn't do nothing but respect it and just wait for his timely demise. So with that being said, man, long live the low. Love for my family, love for my friends, love for my fans. Hey, this been Story Time with Luuggga. You hear me? I'll see y'all again. One life.